Hi guys, it's Bella and welcome to Beauty on a Budget. So I said today I would do some skincare for you, so that's what I'm going to do, but it's going to be in two parts. I will put the second part up straight after this, but I'm going to do my nighttime routine first and then I'll do my morning routine in the second half of the video. So I'll talk my way through and what I'm using as I go. I start off, at the moment I'm using the Vitamin E Gentle Eye Makeup Remover. Sometimes I use coconut oil, which I like. At the moment I'm using this. Now I'll tell you what's happened. Be liberal when you're using it, by the way, because you don't want no dragging. No dragging, you just need to touch, just gently touch. I was using, as you know, the Active. If you watch my videos, you know I did a whole video on the Active skincare, which I really love. But where I live, I don't really live in the sticks at all, but it's not really a rural area, but it's not easy for me to get to the shops, both through my circumstances and how far away they are. Please excuse my extremely posh tissues. No. So it's quite difficult for me to get to. Now, Active skincare, I really like it, but it's available in some places, and when you go to town, my town's quite spread out, and when you go to town, you can go to one shop and it'll have the eye cream and the face scrub, and then you've got to go over the other side of town, another shop, and it'll have the night cream and the face mask, and then you go over the other side and it's got the and it's just it's so hard to get. I love it, don't get me wrong, I love it. So you know I do a lot online anyway, so I thought I would try and get it online, which I have. I've bought it online, but I'm pretty sure they're not phasing it out. I am pretty sure they're not phasing it out. But again, it's exactly the same as it is with the high street. There's some things in one place and some things in the other. Well, you might be able to get hold of the whole range, because I do tend to like to use a range if I'm, you know, really liking it. But if you've got to go and pay packaging posting on one place, and then you've got to buy the other thing, pay packaging posting on that, and, you know, it works out quite expensive. So, for the time being, until I know exactly what's happening, because a couple of the places I used to get the Active skincare, Balance Active, you know this, what I use, they're not selling it at all anymore. Anyway, when I've done that, at the moment I'm using the Vitamin E range, which I've always gone back to. It's been an old faithful of mine, and this is the Micella water. I do like the eye makeup remover, but I must admit, as far as Micella waters go, I think I prefer the Garnier one. You know, in the pink. I tried the one with the oil, I don't like that. So, this is the Micella water. So I put it on two iPads. I put it on two cotton pads like this, and I start with my eyes and I just hold it like that. On my eyes. Most of that's off anyway. And then I will take the beginning of my makeup off. Now when I say that, I mean just the top, because you can't, in my mind, not with the amount of makeup I wear, turn it over, and that will that will take the initial layer of makeup off, so that your cleanser can work a little bit quicker, a little bit easier. So that's the initial layer off. Now I'm going to use now the active skin wash. I'll have to go in the bathroom and do that, guys. And I don't want to take my camera in there with all the water. So I'll use that tonight. But when that's finished, I'm carrying on with the vitamin E. And now I've always liked this type of wash. This is a hot cloth blah blah blah, hot cloth cleanser. I've always liked that one. I've used the Lizelle one, the cleanse and polish a lot, but that's a little bit pricey to buy. But this vitamin E one is very good. I've used it before. My daughter uses it, so that's what I'll be going on to once I finish my active. But I want to finish the active first, so I'm going to go and wash my face with the active skincare now, and I'll be back. Okay guys, so that's my makeup completely washed off. I double washed it, and I used, as I said, I'm still using this up, and this is my favourite face wash. It's a lovely face wash, but it's just so difficult for me to get hold of. I'm going to try and have another look online and see how I get on, if anyone's got it on offer or anything. But I do really like this, and I do honestly, I would recommend it to anybody. It's lovely. But the vitamin E from Superdrug, now why did I change to that? Because Superdrug always have it. There's never any problem with it. They've been doing it for years. You can always get the vitamin E range there. Anyway, next thing. This is the Balanced Snake Venom Eye Cream. Now this is the one thing that I will continue to buy. As I said, I don't want to go to place, but I will buy this, and I buy them 3 at a time in a pack. And I really like this. Okay, so we start like this and tap. We put that round there. And I put it on my lid. Now, not everybody likes to put it on their lid, but I find this is fine on my lid. So tap that round there. Then I do the same thing. This one. But obviously not right into the eye. But appetizing on, certainly on that bag. And while you're putting it on, try to do a little massage action, always from the inside to the outside, because that's the lymph nodes, and it helps a little bit of drainage, not much, but it helps a little bit of drainage. Tap, plenty of tapping. And what's the residue that's over? Just over on there like that. So we've got that on like that. Now the next thing I use in my nighttime routine, this is roseseed oil, and it's cold pressed and it's organic. Now you can get this from a lot of places. It's not terribly expensive. The only thing I don't like about this one, it's a dripper bottle, and I quite like the, you know, the little tubes with it. But this is a dripper bottle. You can get it at Holland & Barrett in the UK. You can get it online, but always watch online where you're buying it from. Make sure it's a reputable company. So I get a little bit in my hand like that, and I'm talking a little bit, and I tap this just over my face like this, all over, and I put that down my neck and down my décolleté, and then I pat that, whatever's over, I put on the back of my hands and rub into the back of my hands, and then I very softly, you can't be rough. Sometimes, you know, when you're tired, you're, oh, let's get done quick, but honestly it's so delicate, your face. It doesn't look different without any makeup on. Make you cry. Anyway, do you know, before I started doing YouTube, I would never have been seen without makeup. I'm only doing this for you guys. just want to help other people, you know, make themselves feel a bit better. Upward motion, upward motion. Make sure it's always lubricated your hands if you're doing that. And don't drag dry. Upward motion. Now, we're going to leave that, or I leave it personally, for about 10 minutes so that's well seeped into my skin. So see you in 10 minutes. Okay guys, so that's my roseseed oil sunk in nicely. It's nice absorbed into my face. What I forgot to tell you is after I wash my face, obviously before I put the oils on, twice a week I use an exfoliator. This is a very gentle exfoliator. This one is the same range again, vitamin E, and it's from Superdrug. It's their own range. Very easy to get hold of, very reasonable. I do that twice a week. So anyway, back to moisture. So we've done the eye cream, the snake venom eye cream. We've done the roseseed oil, and now we're going to do, this is a Q10 serum, and it's by Lacura. You can get this at Aldi. Now there's some things I would never change. I will change when as I did with the active, when I can't get hold of certain things. But sometimes I really get something, a certain product in what I'm doing, and I really like it and I wouldn't change it. Now I would never change this. Like I would never change the Balance Eye under eye cream. I would never change this either. This is the Lacura, and this is the Q10 one. You can get the soya one as well, and this is the Q10 one. And I put a couple of pumps of that on my hand, and then this is the next stage. So this goes on, dot dot dot, same again, dot dot, down the décolleté, back of the hands. Because that's really a place that shows your age, girls, the back of your hands. We know that, don't we? So that's that. Now we're going to do the same thing again. Not too near the eyes with this one. Just going to massage that into the face. Like this. Making sure that's well creamed, you know, so that it's lubricant as you massage it up. But I do this every night. Not hard, just keep your neck taut. And don't push too hard, you don't need to push too hard. Just bring it up like that, up like that. That's it, and then upward directions, like that. And that's that on. So we're going to wait another 5 minutes or so for that to absorb into my skin, and I'll be back again. Okay guys, so that's nicely absorbed into my face now, the serum. Next thing is my night cream. Now I would never change this. This is a no changer for me. It always will be this. This is the Lacura, and it's just the basic night cream. It's not the one with caviar or anything like that. It's just a basic night cream. And I can't find a cream as good as this. And Google it. Please Google this cream and see what the top people say about this cream. I've never found another night cream that's got retinol and as one of its main ingredients at this price that doesn't sting my skin or bring my skin out in a rash. No smell to it really, but it is an absolutely beautiful cream, and I can really tell the difference. And if I change or I can't get hold of it, or I'm staying at my daughter's and I've forgotten it, I can really tell the difference. So again, back of the hands, and then we moisturise this in. Open that bit. And That's that. And again, upward movements, keeping the neck taut. That's it. So that's it, guys. That's it for the night time. Now, before I go to bed, I will put a Vaseline lip cream on my lips. But that's it. That's my nighttime routine. So I'll just give you a quick recap. So I start with the vitamin E eye makeup remover. Now, I will use other eye makeup removers. If not, I can't find one I like, I will use coconut oil. But because that's very gentle. But this is a nice one. I like this one, and it doesn't irritate me at all. And the next thing I do, I've taken my Micella water out. Next thing I use is the vitamin E Micella water. I go over my eyes with that to take off the remainder of the eye makeup, and I go over it to take the initial part of my makeup off, so that the wash doesn't have such a hard job to do. So that's that. Then I wash my face. Now at the minute I'm using the Balance, as I said, which I really love. But when I finish this, I'll be using the Vitamin E Hot Cloth Cleanser. That's a real mouthful. I'll be using that because I said this is quite hard to get hold of. So this is not a real do or die for me, but I do really like it. And then when I've done that, the first thing I use, this is one that I wouldn't change. It is a Balance one, but this I wouldn't change to any other make, and I will always send for this. But then it's only one thing that I've got to send for. So I'm going to go all over the place. And this is the Snake Venom Eye Cream, and it's really good. It's helping my eyes because, once again, let's mention, my eye bags are bane of my life. So I wouldn't change that. Then after that, I use a rose seed oil. This you can get in Holland and Barrett's, but try if you can to get the cold pressed organic, and it's really nice. Now you can't hang on to this too long, guys, and you've got to keep it cool. But I use this, and don't get a very big bottle, you know, because you really need to use this up on time. But you can tell if it was going rancid, you would know it. It would go brown and you would know it. And I've never had one go rancid yet because I use it up too quick. This is lovely. I love this. This is Little Poet. My friend told me about this. And it's gorgeous. And then, when I've done that, I put the serum on. Now, this is a no changer. I wouldn't change this. This is the Lacura Q10, or I'll use a soy one, but I do like the Q10 better. That's the next thing I put on. I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change it for anything else. That's a stay. The last thing I put on is my Lacura Night Cream with Retinol. I would never change this either. I absolutely love it. I can tell the difference in my face when I'm not using it. It's an absolute winner for me. It comes in a box like that. Absolute winner. I would never change it, and I would recommend that to anybody. And I would recommend and advise you look it and Google it, because it's such rave reviews. It's really lovely. And then, as I said, twice a week I exfoliate. I was using the Snake Venom exfoliator, but as that's a bit hard for me to get hold of, I'm using the vitamin E one. I always go back to this. It's kind of an old faithful. It's a standard. It doesn't hurt my skin, and I know I'm going to be able to get it. I know I'm going to be able to get it because it's a stock item at Superdrug, so I know. So that's it, guys. That's what I do overnight. And as I said, before I go to bed, I put my lip balm on. So that's it. I'm going downstairs now to watch a bit of telly, and then in the morning, when I do my routine in the morning, I'll see you again, but that's going to be a separate video. I'll put it up directly after this one. So see you in the morning.